I'm sorry to be the one out to tell you, pero being a toxica is not a flex. Hola, 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 es tu prima favorita, Bobby here, and I just like to talk. Welcome to or welcome back to mi canal, my channel, where I just like to talk about stuff that pops into my mind. And today, something that popped into my mind is being una toxica, or being toxic, and this whole push to normalize toxic behavior in a sense. And I don't necessarily want to say normalize. I think we've kind of come past that. But if you want to refer back to either earlier this year or a lot of the majority last year, that was like a really cute thing that a lot of people were spreading across different platforms. It was popping up everywhere, right? It was like, I like my women a little toxic, I like my men a little toxic, I like a little razzle dazzle and blah 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 blah. And granted, honestly, like, who doesn't like a little razzle dazzle, right? You don't want a yes man, you don't want somebody who just lets you walk all over them, someone who doesn't have any somewhat pushback. But people were pushing toxic behaviors, popping up at people's houses, popping up at people's jobs. You block them, they email you, they show up on the third floor of your patio of your building trying to get at you. Like, no. And it really made me think, even back then, it's like, this stuff is not cute. And granted, we can brush a lot of it off as, oh, it was just jokes, it was just entertainment, it was just TikTok videos and Instagram reels and stuff like that, just to make you laugh, haha. But there are actually people out here who really like that, and that's what I wanted to talk about. It is 2024 and I am still seeing people put these stickers, grown people putting stickers on their car talking about toxica, and I'm like, mamita, that's a whole like red flag to a whole healed man, right? And I understand that it can be a little cute, again, a little razzle dazzle when you're younger, right? But when you get a bit more mature and you really start to understand that peace is the priority in most people's lives, in healthy, healed, and grown people's lives, you gonna find yourself real quick either needing to clean it up, and it ain't gonna be that easy the older you get, because you'll be more set in your ways, or you're gonna be real lonely or real upset because you're only attracting other toxic people and wondering why you can't have peace. Like I said, when you're a little bit younger, those things might seem a little bit more intriguing, right? You might be like, oh, he really likes me because even when I block him, he shows up here and shows up there, you know, adding to the plot, if you will. But like I said earlier, like, when you get to a point when you are whole, or at least working towards that healthy and healed, you start to realize that that stuff is not fun. It is a waste of time, it is a waste of energy, and most people don't want to be around it. Some people really look around and complain about, well, I don't have friends, and every time I get close to somebody, like, something happens and people don't want to be around me and I hang sola, or whatever the case may be. But then you walk around talking about how toxic you are, and then wonder why you don't have friends, or why people don't really kick it with you like that for real. Like, it is not a flex. This is something that you really need to dig within yourself and see, why do I think this is a flex, and what do I need to heal about myself so I can stop thinking that this is something that I need to be proud of. I understand not letting people play in your face. I understand not letting people take you for granted, showing people, you know, better than you can tell them. I understand that. But if you are coming into relationships like, I'm gonna show you how crazy I am up front, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna just go off the whim like this, I'm gonna just do some random stuff just for the plot, just so you know, you're gonna find yourself in either some very bad situations, because you're gonna attract people who can get with you on that level, or you're gonna find yourself in places where it's like, well, I had a good person, but I don't know, it just never works out. But it's because you walk around here thinking that being toxic is a flex, and thinking that that's something that's going to keep people bound to you or attract people to you. I'm gonna tell you right now, as an ex-toxica myself, I'm not gonna get into the type of vibe that I found myself on a time or another, but I will tell you that if I'm dealing with somebody, even if it's just casual, or if we're just dating, or if we're in a serious relationship, whatever the case may be, if I feel like you are bringing me to that place where I used to go and don't want to go back again, we're gonna have a conversation, and then after that we're not gonna have a conversation anymore, because I refuse to allow someone to disrupt my peace. I've worked hard on myself to heal from certain places. I've worked hard on myself to become a very communicative person. Still working on it, because I'm not perfect, but I have done a lot of work and put in a lot of time to make sure that I can healthily contribute to any relationship or situation or friendship or whatever the case it is that I am in. And so that I feel like if a friend or a man or a lover or whatever the case may be is bringing me into a place that's making me want to be a little toxic, then I'm gonna have to skedaddle. I'm gonna have to see myself out, because you are not going to bring me back into that place. That was not a fun place for me to be. That was not a healthy place for me to be. That was not a place that was good for my emotional or even my physical health, bro. When I tell you, being in toxic situations can really take a toll on your physical health. I remember una situación from many moons ago. I remember I would physically get sick. I remember my anxiety used to run so high. I could like basically spend days like just crying, or spend days sick, or spend days in and out of panic attacks or angst or whatever the case may be, and it was not fun. It was not fun, because when I wasn't being una toxica, when I wasn't, you know, doing my stuff or doing my get back or sending my messages or being petty or whatever the case may be, I was on the other end, boohoo, bawling my eyes out, because I was so stressed out behind stuff that usually wouldn't stress me out, because I had this underlying thing that I was trying to participate in, when all in all, I just really wanted peace, and I just really needed to heal. And I'm gonna tell you right now that a lot of people who are running around here, I'm a little toxic, those are not happy people. And those are not people, if you are a person of calm, if you are a person of peace, if you are a person who is on your healing journey, or who has healed from those places, those are not people that you need to be around, because all they're gonna do is take you right back to where you used to be and take you right back to jail. I'm just kidding, unless you've been in jail. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I just say that to say that we are not doing toxic in 2024, especially at our big ages. Now, that could be cute for you if you're 17, 18. Honestly, it's not really cute around that either. But you know, you young, you still got a little bit of learning to do. You still out here having fun. Life ain't really caught up to you yet. Whatever, experience that if that's what you need to do. But all you, especially my mid-20s and up people, we're not doing that. You're already seeing a shift in people, women, a lot of women choosing to just be single, because not wanting to deal with the ins and outs of toxic behaviors or weaponizing confidence or what have you. But we're not doing the toxicas. We're not hanging out with the toxicas. We not fraternizing with the toxicas. We aren't dating the toxics. Like we're just not doing that in 2024. We are grown people. We are prioritizing peace, fun, and enjoyment. Now, if you want to enjoy life and go, you know, zip lining and do some crazy stuff, like we can do crazy stuff like that. We can ride ATVs and be in speedboats on the lake, or we can go parasailing, or whatever the case may be. I was about to say skydiving. I don't know if my heart is strong enough for that yet, but riding roller coasters and taking trips and doing stuff like that, parkour, I don't know. We can do that, but I am not going to play parkour with my emotions, and you shouldn't either. So that's all I have to say about that. It has been nice to have you here on my channel. It is Bobby, tu prima favorita, and I just like to talk. Drop your comments down in the comment section below. Let me know, are you a toxica? Are you a reformed toxica? What has been your situations with toxic people, toxicos or toxicas? And let's get the conversation popping. So yeah, I will see you next time. Bye.